creator who plays through some story games and, in general, a lot of random games. My biggest focus is really just to have some fun and to share the stuff I enjoy while creating a community that can support each other. I've always loved playing games, and back in 2019, I started streaming and recording videos. And if you've been around for a while, you may be going, but wait, I thought you started during the pandemic. You'd also be correct, because technically, I've started twice. In 2019, I started to stream and record my Starbound series. I was going to record it, so I figured I might as well try and stream it on this new service that I found called Twitch. At this point, I didn't really have any plans. I was just going to make this series and have some fun with it. That's about it. No grand plans, really. But then the pandemic hit, and I ran out of content to watch on YouTube. You know, the infinite source well of content. I managed to run it dry. And so I started watching the Oxcast over on Twitch. I had some good fun with that. Because I was watching them on YouTube and I knew they were on Twitch. And from there I found other streamers because of raids and such. And I made a lot of new friends. Because the smaller the group, the easier it was to talk amongst each other. Well, after meeting so many people, especially other people who are trying streaming for the first time or just trying new things during the pandemic, it gave me a lot of inspiration to really try streaming a bit more routinely. And that's when I started streaming Metal Arms Glitch in the System. One of my favorite games in the world. Absolutely love it. It's been an amazing game to play. And I really just wanted to be able to share it with other people while having a good bit of fun. Along with streaming, I was also working on my other hobbies, namely... Hello and welcome everybody to another Couture stream where we're going to play some more Knights of the Old Republic, and we're going to just kind of do some of the other stuff that we haven't done yet on Taris, like grab a few new gear pieces from the vendors, collect on a few bounties, disappoint a few Jedi, do the arena, all that kind of fun stuff before we get to infiltrating the Sith base and then Davik's mansion. Those two probably won't happen, but we'll see how long the first steps take. So, without further ado, let's get started. And we are going to have Basila and missions. Mission's going to be the go-to, and Basila is just kind of there for Jedi power shenanigans, like stun.
Yin kin kunoba muli ra chinkun. Tong hait tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata. Ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan.
That's right.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na konkek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest.
So, I find it very funny. This Twilight has the same exact outfit, and most likely it's just the same model as the vendor dude right outside her apartment. It's just like, yep, we don't need to make new models. Andress, is it he, that Mandalorian that works for Davik?
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawana chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunk walya gando danago chuchut, kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Munka kun biskang bamulara.
Thanks for the message. I'll go meet him in the cantina.
Shagji kin lord chawa ta uma. Kavavul pa mulji gumana. Kinkun shachi king, ni king
Probably will have
no
to talk to him to get past him to do the arena stuff, if I remember. And he'll be grumpy of like, hey, you're not back with the Sith. You know, I haven't heard of a Sith base break-in yet. Okay. Double her up. And we'll just give her some more charisma to round it off. Her treat injury so she can heal herself. Okay, we're stuck. Can't do that yet. Also, I need to remember not to level up again. Night Valor. Or Force Valor, not Night Valor yet. I'm gonna say do stun. Or slow. Search. It's interesting how slow is still a dark side power. Even though all you're doing is you're just slowing them. Like, I can understand Affliction and Plague, but like, slow's not really doing much. And then stun. That way, she can hopefully, you know, CC the enemy or lower their defenses. Yeah, just give her more treat injury. Let's give Night Valor so we get another point to hit. We got a feat. Quite nice. Got Flurry. I'm just gonna say 2-weapon fighting because she has her signature double-bladed lightsaber. It could be useful. Does it? Yeah, just to herself. I don't care in that department. Might end up getting that, but not right now. You'll be able to at least heal. Not that it's super important, but it's nice to have.
What?
Do a little quick save, and we shall get a Sonic Blaster from Larum. It is a little bit more expensive, but I kind of want to mess around with the Sonic Blaster. I don't think it's necessarily good. I could also get this, but I don't need the extra 2 points of strength. Like, and eventually I will get one. Just a second. Seeing which. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was pretty much like, do you want 8 and 8 or 8 and 10? I had a feeling like, if depending on how I did it, I could get it actually better. The idea is theoretically Sonic Blasters can do damage to decks. And we'll see. We'll see if that's actually even remotely effective. Kind of cool. I've never used them before because of the low damage. And also, I pretty much never used blasters. Actually, was there something? I'm gonna double check. Was there something else in here? But just the low damage, I don't really use blasters. Ah, yes, yeah. I can go, I got the bounty taken off your head. Thank you for the 50 credits and a light side point, I think.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head?
I spoke to Holden. I've convinced him. to remove the bounty on your head.
He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something.
Thank you, dear. This reward will be fine.
I can never truly repay you for helping
I
me,
think
but you
it's
always have my thanks for what you
upgrade
did.
material. You and I. New items. Yes, I have a bunch of new items because I never look through things. Oh, I actually need to grab another. Oh no, okay, I have gotten all 3 Promised Land journals. Oh, and we are in ads. How unfortunate. Yeah, I think it's either this or it's this. I really don't know which. We've gotten that taken care of. Did I not go into that wrong? I'm gonna have to double check that now. We are on ads on Twitch. So apologies if you are stuck in ads and want to pay attention. Okay, just I didn't visually explore the room because the bag was like right there. I will say that it is nice when people... it's not nice when people sit through the ads, but at the very least, it does benefit me. I get like a handful of cents every time people sit through the ads on Twitch. On YouTube, I don't get anything, so use an ad blocker for YouTube. Honestly, it's a good idea to use an ad blocker in most cases, just because a lot of ads are just really annoying. At the very least, it's not like with a lot of websites where, you know, there's just ads everywhere. You can't see the content. I mean, technically, you can't see the content when an ad is running on YouTube or Twitch, but at the very least, it's just right there, and it goes away when you want to watch, or once you get to the watching part. I at least get a little bit of money from people watching the ads. Though right now, due to my infrequent streaming schedule, I get more money from people using Twitch Prime on me, and Twitch Prime on me, and other thing. Oh yeah, I'm just subbing normally. As that can that also helps out. Still, it's not much, but it's something. It really does help out. Okay, no, we're still 30 seconds to the ad. I want to at least let the ad finish up, so the people on Twitch can listen. Because I do try and keep story dialogue and such, you know, being able to be shown, not hidden behind ads. Okay. Everyone should be returning from ads. I think we're all good to go.
How can I help?
I have a feeling you're wanting to talk to me about something.
I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
We were looking for you.
Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
I had a lot of help. Path, mission, Big Z.
Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force.
I believe you're underestimating us non-Jedi.
Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is...
What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
I will say, I very much like the bands. Because they just kind of look cool on the side of the head. Where, like, the, other headgear is just like, you got a giant visor in front of you. And it's like, I can't... it just looks really bad.
Hey, look at this! A real live celebrity right
Can't
here
remember
in my
if there's
shop.
something I
Winning
needed to
that
get
sweet
from her.
bike race has made you into something of a local hero. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Because of the Sith...
Yeah. They don't need this. This honestly is a pretty terrible piece of armor. Like, it's decent, but almost instantly gets replaced. It would probably be useful if this was a game where you had a larger party, or like Baldur's Gate 3, where you kind of shuffle your party around as you kind of go, where it's nice to have everyone geared up and such. But like, as it stands, you don't have that many companions. There's a lot of equally as good armor that's like this kind of cheap. And then you only have 2 companions outside yourself. So you really only need 3 people geared at a time. This sniper rifle, it's funny. It's literally just a normal blaster rifle plus 1. There's nothing more to it. Could get this, but again, I don't need the extra stealth, and I don't think I want to spend 200 credits on said extra stealth. And then I think the arena was in this one. I can never remember. Never remember. Yeah. Where are these people again?
Don't you just love watching the...
Right.
What do you want? Have you come here just to...
Okay.
If you have...
Actually, let's get a soft
Hello
deck.
there, youngster. You just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cars.
Yep, I'll buy the deck. I don't
Good luck.
actually care.
No.
It was very much side quest kind of thing.
I saw you in the swoop race.
I was gonna
Very
sneak
impressive.
past him.
You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for.
What are you talking about?
My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
So how do you plan to do that?
I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
And what's in this for me?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship. the Ebon Hawk.
So, how am I supposed to get inside the military base?
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Candaris sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
Won't Davik get mad if I take his droid?
Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
Okay, Candaris. You've got yourself a deal.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes.
He sits
and I'll
down
make
in
sure
the
we both
bounty
get off this
office.
rock.
And then when I go over there to turn in the bounty, he'll be like, "Hey, you haven't done anything yet." It's like, yeah, I'm still doing the other stuff. Okay, anything interesting? Kurgan. Not interesting. Music room patron. I love the generic names some of the character NPCs get. Anything, Sith patron, got us. And
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this
oh, I
match.
didn't even
Now
go
we'll
in
have
here
to
the
watch
first
the duel on
time.
the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan.
I think you can skip these, but it's fun to watch them.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Alright. Also, I think by this point I should have a good amount of persuade, and I might actually be able to get enough or get some more credits out of them.
Cici naudun ciong yoma bola yuman. Supay yubong labokra purong. Cici mait guleran yun chuba.
I might be interested. What's in this for me?
Kava tumpa kulpi yeyamo kapapa. Ciskani cho. Yinkin konoba mulre rachikun tog na wong shanunjang. Kava pa mulje kumana tonga buksha umnenong. Kava pa mulje kumana bak mulira. Chuni yun tunjiji ay fatwana. Kava pa mulje kumana chiyoka kon mulira. Quien conjo pesha no va muleraji. Yon torang chi ay fatia. Pula una chinek ba mulera slimoang na budistin.
I'll do it. I want more than 10%.
Ah, dang it. I think it's tactically possible, just really dang difficult. Anyway, I don't really need more credits. Mysterious stranger. I like it. I'm ready for a duel. I like how many times he mentions death matches are illegal now. I feel like I just said I was ready. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
I always love the announcer. They do such a good job at it. I just got one hit, and that was enough to drop him.
The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
I need to make sure I don't level myself up. I can get the XP, I just need to make sure not to level up again. Under credits, might as well do another save. Ready? I like the double, like, are you ready? Are you
Ladies
really
and
ready?
gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Girl on Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Such a fun thing.
Now that must have been
It's
Nice
over!
and
The
simple.
fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
Such a fun thing, honestly. Most of the time I skip it because I've heard it so many times, but we are playing this, you know, once again on stream. Very interesting. It says the same thing pretty much every time. I'm ready for a duel. Ice. On to it.
Ladies and
victory
gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger.
Couple minutes. Only hitting one of them. Ah, perfect. And I wasn't hit
It's over.
once.
The fight is over. The mysterious stranger has won. Ice is knocked out cold. Looks like we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.
And if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to like it if you're on YouTube and subscribe on either platform. Though subscribing on, I guess technically would be following on Twitch. Hey, it says the same thing every time you pick up the money. Ready for a duel. And let's do it.
Ladies
Probably gonna
and
get this
gentlemen,
entire thing done.
draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Marl. But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you the mysterious stranger.
I missed both those shots. Very important. Oh yeah, he does power attacks. But I also do power attacks. It's a lot more effective, it seems. It's just like, you're doing fancy attacks. I can do fancy attacks even
The
better.
mysterious stranger has won. Marl is down and questions abound. Is this the end for the long-time bet? Is it time for Marl to hang up his spurs? And what of the mysterious stranger? Twitch is waiting in the wings. Do you dare take a shot at the champion himself?
I always forget how
Will the
quick
wild-eye wonder finally be unseated?
I forget that there really is just 6 battles and that's it.
What can I do?
Yeah, you can heal? That way I'm all healed up. I don't have that much health because usually when I do builds and play, I have to spam the heal thing like until you're out of energy and then switch to the next person. This time it was just one heal, nice simple. Not have as much health as my other characters have had. Still have my hair in a braid because I went shop and got some food. But I don't need it in a braid anymore. I had to be loose. All frizzy as well. Honestly, I put it in a bad braid this morning, but I was like, oh right, I need to do that. Kind of rushed. Ready for the Let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic. And he's the best damn duelist in the game today. Give it up for Twitch. But Twitch's opponent plans to take the champion down. Night after night, battle after battle, we've watched this young phenom rise through the ranks. In this corner, the challenger for the title of Taris dueling champion, the mysterious stranger.
I was like, do they automatically know? And the answer is yes. Awesome. Oh, okay. I need to use a... It happened close in person. Oh, nope. I lost.
The stranger is down.
I was like, wow, I'm still standing after that 31-point hit. No, I wasn't.
Done it! Once again, the wild-eyed champion has defended his title. But don't give up, stranger. We all want to see you go after the champ again.
We'll do the fun little thing called reload. Because then I don't have to heal. It saves me time. Okay, how shall I do? Yeah, I might just try and stun him.
Ladies, hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic. And he's the best damn duelist in... But Twitch's opponent plans to take the champion down. Night after night, battle after battle, we've watched this young phenom rise through the ranks. In this corner, the challenger for the title of Taris dueling champion, the mysterious stranger.
And... I only have 2 of these things. I don't close any. Not perfect. As long as I can hit him. Yeah, sneak attack bonuses for the win.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Twitch's reign of terror is over, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new champion, the mysterious stranger.
I will say though, since I don't have any concussion grenades, it might actually be a bit difficult to take out Bendick, or Starkiller, or whatever. I think it's Bendick, Starkiller, or something like that. Because my go-to strategy of trying to stun him might actually be, you know, difficult since I can't stun him.
Ayohonopis tuulaji jokaku tongabuksa umenong kavavol pamulsli kumanabak mulira chuniyun tunjiji aifatuana kavavol pamulsli kumana gobrakinun chubagratok bendek starkile wikili joni wichibolano Zak mulira kin bendek Tunirannanu pratatunko gobrakinun chubagratok bendek starkile wikili joni.
Okay, I found that really funny because it's just like, you know, Hudspeak and a Bendick Starkiller. You're just like, wait a second, that's just legit the name. Got a good amount of extra credits from doing that, and some more XP that I will not use currently. And clinic, I don't think we have anything extra to really get from the clinic. Don't really plan on having too much stuff. I actually might need to get some concussion grenades from the Emporium, so that actually might be something I end up doing. Moderately light side.
Welcome to my medical facility. I even have a cure for the rat. Of course, I sell them. Of course.
Sale. Let's see. Anything fancy? No. And I might actually use the consumables. I will say that's always the thing. No matter what game it is, I am terrible when it comes to using consumables. Because either it's a case of like, I can do it without consumables, or I forget I have consumables so that I actually need them. Okay, apartments. I think there's little kids. I'm gonna torment the kids, throw them off the edge.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
Hey, you kids, leave the Athorian alone.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
Just because he's different doesn't give you the right to attack him.
Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Glad they ran away. Otherwise, they would have learned about the youngling slayer. Actually, it would be really funny having a modded playthrough of Kotora where I just have Anakin's lightsaber and just any interaction with children, there's just an option to slay them and just get a ton of dark side points. You look hurt. Here, I've got a med pack. Let me help you. I kept lovingly trying to mix hurt and here. Too bad that Too bad Bastila can't just use force healing and go like, you've been healed. No med pack required, only magic healing from Magic Lady. People. Fumes. I have. I think so, but I'm like, who is there? Why is it a named thing? I think it's the Sith party, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, Largo. Also actually named. Did I have a quest? Largo's bounty. Sure. I don't want to pay it off, so.
What?
I'm just going to kill you and collect the bounty.
I knew you were here.
I don't even. Okay, I was like, I don't even get dark side points. Are you kidding me? I've been very surprised if I didn't get dark side points. Did I need to do that? Nah. Did I feel like doing it? Yeah. Hence why we did it. Okay, yeah. Check. Yeah, nothing there and nothing in here. Just wanted to make sure.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know,
like,
a little jolt of the Force to
we
trip
just
up some
killed
jerks
someone
ticking
and
off.
she's just
I would
like,
never
did
use
you
the
ever
Force for
use
such
Force for
petty and
fun?
trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Aw, come on. There's gotta be times when you've thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little...
Gosh, I love the rough
Hey,
animation.
That wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Gosh, I love that interaction. And I gotta say, the animation is very clunky to today's standard. But by golly, it kind of adds to it. It's really fun. Okay. Anything else? I'll get the droid from here. I could do force speed on Bastila and like zoom around, but the thing is you always have to wait for your non-force people to catch up, so I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with that.
King Konshi Kakachin Awanawam with team member rank.
Candyman said you sell me some stuff.
Mokao Danya Foki. Chachiska to Punta Kakaspaka. Bano Oto.
That is quite the high price. Can I give you half and pay you half later?
Genchopa Chawi Tichok Twiz Yun Kun. Watuyama Kama Wona Henak Nek. Bugra Shak Kunti Chiwa Chawa. Dong Abuk Shami no Nok.
It's a deal.
Tinku Ukapa. Topano Aska. Chinisko Ne Akava Abaka.
I'm not gonna use them yet. Also, I never actually did the that tier 3 variant. And got a little XP from it. But oh well.
Tong.
Yeah, nothing useful here, other than we can buy parts and computer spikes, but by golly, they are expensive. It's like, yeah, you can eke out a little bit more XP by farming Pazak, getting a ton of parts and computer spikes, and doing all the different
Listen
hacks
to me,
and stuff.
people. There is a terrible scourge sweep. Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Are you referring to the Sith, then?
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times.
Do we have to stand here and listen to this space slug? He's starting to get on my nerves, you know?
Silence, alien scum! The presence of your kind is tolerated here on Taris, but a change is coming. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
I don't know which is worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lathers.
We should leave. This man may be deranged, but he could also make considerable trouble for us.
Oh, I can't kill him. I'm pretty sure there is a way, but I don't know what way it is. And there's the base that I'll deal with later.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
I've got my authorization papers right here.
Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
I know I don't need to go back to the Volker base. I've done everything there. But I'm like doing the good old-fashioned check everything. And that's accurate. And there's nothing else in here, so we should continue. Technically there might be, but nothing noted. And I'm not that interested. Also, I find it very interesting. There's nothing in the hidden back base. But I'm gonna claim a bounty and also set up thing with Bender, Jack, Starkiller. Elrod. You're just another soft person. Animan is on that side.
I figured, but if you...
Yeah. I don't like when he's like, hey, you haven't done the thing I've told you to do. It's like, yeah, I'm just trying to do other stuff. Am I thinking of another place? Did I miss some? Maybe it was at the entrance? Bounty to collect on. That's 300 crowns. Not that much. Ooh, can I persuade? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah. Just start or left. That's XP. Yeah, I could have sworn Starkiller was down here, but maybe he was at the main cantina. I just forgot. And I just need to go to the Ender City to just to turn in the Promised Land journals. And also before that, check the vendor to see if there's anything I do want to try and get. Anything interesting here? Just that. And technically more stuff, since I know at least one of the apartments had the fancy armors, but I have gotten those already. Hair's a bit tangled. Didn't brush it before taking a nice shower today, so it's a bit messy. Okay, so first things first, we'll check the vendor, and then we will go for the Promised Land stuff.
Hey there, Upworlder.
Yes.
It ain't the...
Okay. This is actually a pretty decent piece of armor, but once again, it kind of instantly gets outclassed once you get outside of this area. Not really worth the money. It's not a bad pistol, but at the same time, it's just like I have with the heavy pistols I have. It's just basically a +1, and that's it. Scope. I think we have 2 scopes. Let's see. We might as well buy that. But yeah, this one just ends up being like a +1 basically. And I don't have the implant stuff for this, so... Yeah, Yeah, so if like I look at a heavy blaster, yeah, heavy blaster is 1 to 8. And so with that, the Arcanian one, it literally is just it's a heavy blaster +1. And that's it. It's definitely it's a power upgrade, but it's just not that much. And then I can turn in the Promised Land stuff.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Watch yourself. This guy's star chart is missing a few galaxies, if you know what I mean.
This old man's demeanor may seem crazed, but I sense there is a purpose behind it. A benevolent one. He is no danger to us.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
I deliver both. Rather, I deliver the salvation. Alec comes in and delivers the damnation. Also, the fact that, because I hadn't interacted with either one of them before, and usually if you do that before you go out, you don't get the mission line, and you know, you have to do all the different stuff to get Bastila, to be able to get Bastila, before doing this, to be able to get that kind of interaction, which is really cool. What are you talking about, old man?
A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
You know, I like the fact that, like, despite them being in the slums and stuff, like, technology still is at the point where it's good enough that even people in the slums can end up living towards, like, 100 years. And not, like, 20. So, it's kind of cool. I'm Natia Dryad. What do you want from me, Rukil?
Once I was honored for my wisdom. But over time, the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually, there was only a single apprentice who followed me. And now she is gone too.
What happened to your apprentice?
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Your apprentice is dead. I have her journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land.
Guide you? Don't even know where this Promised Land is.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rukil knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Very well. Tell me of the history of your people.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die. But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
Is that how you came to be down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
How can I lead you to the Promised Land when I don't even know what it is?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf. I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information, but still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
I have all 3 journals. Here, take them.
Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
I like how there's no specifics about it,
What do you
just
want now?
generals.
Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rukil? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rukil. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rukil. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous.
Goodbye, Rukil, and good luck.
We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen, but the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
Yay! More XP. Oh,
Yes?
yay, they leveled up. The nice thing is with SWTOR, the Star Wars The Old Republic MMO, when you go to Taris to do whatever quest line is there, you do find that they did make it. They made it to the Promised Land. It indeed existed. And they got to live happily for at least a little while. Even despite Malik's bombarding of the world. And, like, they got to live happily. But eventually, I can't remember what time frame it was, but eventually it's still, they still met their doom because of the damage that was inflicted on the facility. And it's one of those like, oh, that's quite unfortunate. They were so close to being able to just, enjoy, be happy, and then nope. And now Mission gets to do more sneak attack damage as well. Now I head back up. Actually, I'm gonna check. Yeah, he's gone. He didn't even get a yell at me for turning him in. 'Cause I think sometimes, there's some form of if you interact with him after the first one or something like that, he'll be like, grumble, grumble, grumble. We had it nice and good here. Actually, yeah, let's just return to hideout. And then I will run over to the arena and see if he was just there. But also, yeah, just that. One more to go. Then, actually, probably by that point, I will have to wrap up. Because I still have a bunch of other chores to do today, but I was like, I should have enough time today to get everything done. And I wanted to make sure I got a stream in. But we still do have to actually beat Starkiller, and that might be a little bit more difficult than planned. Okay, he's right there. I thought he was down below.
Watching you in the dueling ring. Not bad for an amateur. I'm tempted to come out of retirement and show you what it's like to do battle against a real champion, but I only fight in death matches. And not too many people are willing to step into the ring knowing they won't ever come out. How about you, stranger? You think you got what it takes?
You're on, Bender. Name the time and place.
Finally fresh and neat. Azura will set it up. Go talk to him. It will take some time to arrange, so no point sticking around here until then. I'll be back when it's time for you to die.
Then I have to make sure I can do it. It might be a little difficult. Okay. Couldn't remember if I needed to talk to him to get started and then leave. Just head out and back in. Okay. Yeah. I just need to walk out of the cantina, walk back in, and I believe it's good to go, or I have to wait till someone runs up to me and goes like, okay, it's all set up, now go back to so-and-so. But I think we can just walk out, walk back in. It's the good old-fashioned time has passed. Yeah. Just to get you out of the area. Now do the other thing. I should have done quick save. Let's get on with the match. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a quick save, just in case it does take me a few tries.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when 2 combatants entered the arena and only 1 came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years, but we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match. In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive, out of retirement for one last battle, Banduk Starkiller! And who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your
I should use consumables.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin!
Okay, let's check a few things. What's my 5? Yeah, I already have 5 decks. Plus 5, so extra decks won't do anything. Let's check the usable items. Do that. Could do. I don't need the strength. Could do stamina. Use it. Okay, not 9. He's gonna throw a grenade. I'm gonna successfully resist the grenade. That grenade, not that grenade. Not that grenade. Okay. So we're gonna do the nice thing of making a proper save. Right here, just in case it's impossible for me to do it.
In this corner,
I have to wait. I'm gonna do a quick save at the start to try
whose
and
very name would make his opponents shake in their boots.
I have to run around and dodge the grenades.
Who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, and
Can't actually use it from here. Wonderful stuff. I'll run around. Run around. They can't get me with grenades if I keep running around. Gonna have to keep an eye on things. Okay. I think I've dodged them all. I can just start blasting. Nope, disengage. Come on, be able to hit him. He has a lot of power. He can stun me. Okay. Ow. Oh, come on. Okay. I just wanted to be funky. Might need to actually go back and buy some concussion grenades. I feel like the grenades are halfway to me. Stay there. And... okay, let's see what... okay. Grenade does damage. Reduces dex. These just do a lot of damage. These are for droids. Mines. Let's throw some sonic grenades. And check the journal, the feedback. Oh, interesting. It's a will save. Do it. Ah. Passion. Dang it, I got stunned. Don't think this is gonna end well. No. It will not. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult than I was hoping it could be. I think Sonic Grenade's still gonna be my best bet. Because if I can get... Oh, perfect. Failed the save. 20 damage, okay. Sonic Grenades are not doing anything. But he should at least, because he failed the save, he should have less dex now. Do a save. Very cheeky saves. Checking feats. Sniper shot. It makes it really easy to hit me. And oh, that's also based off the end, so I don't have a good chance of stunning him. I can try. Might as well try this time around. Oh, perfect. Actually did reduce his dex some more. Oh, yeah. He only has a base of 5 right now because of the previous dex reduction. Oh yeah, it's a DC of 6 to try him. So he cannot be stunned by the sniper shot. My best bet is just spamming power shots, probably. Assuming I don't get stunned. If I get stunned, I'm dead. Need a heal. Can I cheese with, yes, I can. I can use it in inventory as well. Perfect. Okay. And then once I'm stunned, I'm pretty much dead. Might just have to lob a ton of grenades at me. So let's do that. Let's just keep lobbing grenades. I mean, that's what I have grenades for, right? Okay, now it's just some normal frag grenades. Perfect. I will say, I know that's a proper strategy.
It's over! The fight is over! Bendex Starkiller is down!
Just chuck a ton of grenades.
Starkiller is dead! All hail the mysterious stranger! The greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Taris!
Nice. Get some XP from it. I actually used some consumables this time around. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now where's my share of the purse?
Chikalis bindek chikalis batkoki.
I think I deserve a little extra for putting my life on the line.
Taris manaris. Tongjonea hakonong. Mulera yonumaze. Chichinwi bedwana itawish muline bomone. Ubana pula boda yamijusa. Ayo honopis tuulaji yokaku. Patisaka punta shok. Una turun kilatia. Ajom chongmao.
Nice. 900 credits. And we got Star Killer's Blaster, which deals a good bit more damage and can be upgraded. I will put it in place of the Sonic. I don't think the Sonic really is doing much. We've got that done, and now we just have to turn in bounty. So what we're going to do is go back to the apartment area, and then warp back, and then we should be able to go turn it in, probably have Candace scold us again, and then next time we'll be ready to infiltrate the Sith base, and then from there, the mansion. And then we'll be off of Taris. And then we'll be a Jedi. I was like, am I going the right way? And the answer is yes. And then I will still not use lightsabers and just be able to go like, yes, I can... Oh, that's the apartment. Just like, yes, blasters. We'll keep trying to do this thing. And then... But I'll also have force powers and get to be extra fancy. Banner boards over here. Okay, good. Candyman doesn't scold us again.
Gioca col molera. Quien conjo peshak no va moleraji.
I find it interesting that he had a bounty on him. It's like, I wonder why. Like, who put the bounty on him? Okie dokie. That is it. So we're gonna return back to hideout because I think that's the closest way. But more importantly, I'm gonna upgrade the new blaster that I got. And also probably an upgrade? No, okay. Yeah, Karth is all properly upgraded. And Fix does a little bit more, but just a little bit. So we won't care too much. That way, it give me a pretty nice extra chance to hit. It should? I'm not sure why, because this is a +3, but this is just not, and it's the same value. Okay, what if... Which, I think there's a few things messy with, yeah, this gives a +9/+1. Maybe it's whatever the main hand is that really defines blaster accuracy. Who knows? But that does do more damage. I might also switch things. Switch it to air. That way it's a solid bit more. Now that's looking like a proper damage weapon. You know, like a basic sword. Now we got a bunch of different companions. T3 is not really going to get too much use. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do actually have T3 help us out. And do all the computer stuff. Maybe. T3 is just terrible for combat, so I'm like... Maybe... I mean, if we need be, we can always switch back to, like, Bastila or bring in Big Z. But that will be for next time. I think we will call that good. Ending screen. So thank you so much everyone for watching today's stream. I had quite the wonderful time. I had a lot of fun with the arena. I always do. My favorite thing when I was younger was doing Tor's arena and Oblivion's arena. They just were really enjoyable. And hopefully I will stream some tomorrow once I get off of work, but we'll see. At the very least, I should stream Saturday. I have time Saturday, so I should stream that. We'll see though. Anyways, thank you all for watching.